DNC opposing lawyer wants protection. 3 attorneys gone in 2 weeks from Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Florida district. So something very weird is happening. Fearing for his life as colleagues and attorneys drop dead around him, DNC fraud lawsuit attorney seeks protection order from court, citing dead lawyer Seth Rich's unsolved murder and Sean Lucas's untimely death, Baxter Dimitri reports. 3 high-profile attorneys found dead in Debbie Wasserman Schultz's Florida district in the last 2 weeks, prompting the plaintiff in the massive DNC fraud lawsuit being held in Florida to request protection from the court for the plaintiffs, their witnesses, and their families. Everybody involved, that is. While the DNC fraud lawsuit has been hit with mainstream media blackout, the case continues to unravel the corruption at the heart of the Democratic National Committee, and with the discovery phase still to come, the skeletons in the DNC's closet have never been closer to receiving a disinfecting dose of sunlight. Jared Beck, the attorney for the plaintiffs in the DNC fraud lawsuit taking place in Miami, uploaded a video Tuesday in which he thanked supporters for offering their concerns, prayers, and supports in the wake of recent disturbing deaths. Quote, "After much consideration and deliberation, we have decided it is time to bring these concerns to the court's attention. Today we filed a motion to Judge Williams Locke to issue an order providing for the protection of the plaintiffs and their families as well as all potential witnesses in the DNC fraud lawsuit," end quote. And he goes on saying, "In support of this motion, we have cited the following events: the untimely death of our process server, Sean Lucas, the unsolved murder of DNC employee Seth Rich. We believe Mr. Rich might have been a potential witness in the case. We have also cited the recent untimely death of federal prosecutor Barrington Wisnant in South Florida. Also, recent bizarre and disturbing conduct, including threats that has been directed at plaintiffs, their counsel, and employees. And we have also cited an offer to provide security by the Oath Keepers and its president, Stuart Rose," end quote. Now, the motion published on Beck's website, Jam Pack, included the declaration of the plaintiff in the suit, and this is really astonishing what the plaintiff said. The declaration of the plaintiff in the suit describing allegations that her laptop had been tampered with, allegedly by an individual who had illegally entered her home. The huge class action fraud lawsuit against the Democrat National Committee keeps getting weirder, and now it involves the Capitol Police. So obviously somebody entered her home and tampered with the plaintiff's laptop, trying to find out details as to what would be happening in the lawsuit case. Now, today's announcement comes after Beck's had reported receiving a creepy anonymous phone call from someone using a voice changer. After a Google search, the Becks found the caller ID number matched that of former DNC chairwoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz's Aventura office. According to attorney Elizabeth Lee Beck, quote, "At 4:54 p.m. today, that's June 1st when it took place, an individual called our law office from 305-936-5724, end quote. That number is the contact number for Wasserman Schultz's Aventura office in Florida." And they go on to say, quote, "My secretary stated that it sounded like a caller was using a voice changer because the voice sounded robotic and genderless, along the lines of the voice changers used when television show interviewers are kept anonymous." And Beck continued, "The caller concluded with okie dokie after my secretary gave the caller public information about the case. After the call ended, a simple Google search of the phone number 305-936-5724 shows that it is a phone number for Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz's Aventura office. What just occurred is highly irregular, and we will be filing the instant email with the court forthwith," end quote. So you can see how bizarre all these things are turning out. And of course, it's proper for them to have protection and to also have reported this to the court. This is by Baxter Dimitri on your Newswire, and there is the embedded video of Beck explaining all the bizarre deaths in Debbie Wasserman Schultz's area, deaths having to do with the DNC lawsuit, of course, and all the plaintiffs and witnesses and the legal team involved in this lawsuit are fearing for their lives.